guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go ahead and take down the LR Cell EZA. So I usually like to use the actual teams, right? Entrusted Will is what Cell is weak to. I typically like to bring the leader of the team, right? You know, in this case, it's this AGL Trunks and sort of take the mission down. But one thing I have noticed, right, is that it does seem like the... like, kind of, I don't know if maybe I'm full of it, but the little, like, the auto friend it gives you, it does seem after the JP update the other night that it is a little bugged. So after, like, 2 runs, I just switch over to the STR Goku and Goku family / Super Saiyan team. I mean, that, honestly, is probably a better way to do this anyway, right? I guess that's sort of the intention they want people to do, is to use that Goku / Gohan team. Now, obviously, I think most players are not going to have AGL Trunks to lead Entrusted Will, or have the Goku and Gohan to sort of lead the team in that fashion either. I would imagine that, like, neither of those are going to be very common for a lot of people, right? You do have a number of powerful LRs on Entrusted Will, though. Remember that the whole, like, gimmick with these LR EZAs is that the category basically gives you defense, right? So, like, we're gonna get the extra sort of, like, damage reduction for being Entrusted Will, but actually doing big damage and penetrating the boss's defenses. For that, you need to have the legendary power link activated, right? So it's about having 2 LRs next to each other to take down these LR EZAs. I'm sure there's a lot of, like, very creative setups you could use. Like, honestly, one character who I think would probably be really quite good for this would be, like, STR LR UI Goku. I feel like running, like, a Goku family team, or probably just running Kamehameha might be a really good idea, right? AGL LR Gohan's Kamehameha team. I mean, you have a bunch of Entrusted Will characters that would be on that, right? AGL LR UI Goku. You have, you know, the Int Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You have the Int Namek Goku. I'm not using the Int LRs on Entrusted Will. I mean, well, duh, because we don't want to get hit type disadvantage from this cell. These LR EZAs could definitely hit hard once you start getting, you know, closer to, like, stage 10 and stuff like that, right? So we certainly do want to be careful there. Another couple of units that I think would actually perform well in this is the LR Physical Bardock, right, who is on Goku family, and then of course there's also the Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, Super Saiyan Trunks certainly, I think, can be fairly impressive, like, in this sort of, like, EZA, but, like, when I was going through it, I would feel like the MVP, the character that was doing the most damage, was the Tech LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Remember that Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I know it seems absurd, but he is not on Kamehameha. It's insane to think about that this Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is not on Kamehameha, but he's not. So it's like, it's just so dumb, because it's like, there he does the Kamehameha, like, clearly, like, remember at the battle hour, right, the Dragon Ball Games battle hour, they had, like, a full-on, like, you know, 100 Kamehamehas from all the different, like, Dragon Ball games, and in one of the 100 Kamehamehas that they had there was the LR Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So it just gets, like, very ridiculous, honestly. Some of these characters that, like, aren't on the Kamehameha team. Again, I think probably building around the AGL LR Gohan, though, to take this down, and then just running, like, a Kamehameha team, and then using a lot of LRs over there would work well. Remember that it's just legendary power to do the extra damage, but so, like, you know, characters that don't have the category are going to take a lot of damage, like STR LR UI Goku. But the thing about LR UI Goku, the STR one, is that, you know, he does have type advantage, but he also has that dodge, right? So it's like, you know, you could just bank on his dodge to sort of help you out quite a bit. I know a lot of people don't like the dodging characters, but, like, I personally think dodging is the strongest mechanic in the game, because if you dodge, you can't be killed, right? Like, that's why, like, a lot of times some of the hardest or toughest fights are the fights that have dodge canceled, because dodge is, like, the strongest thing. Like, the enemy, you can't lose if you dodge, right? Whereas, like, if you have the Scouter up, you could still die if you have the Scouter up, right? Like, look at, like, you know, AoE Broly, or, you know, some of these bosses like Int Omega Shenron, just how much damage he could do just across the entire turn with all of his normal attacks, right? This Goku and Gohan unit, they actually do pretty decent damage in here, I was noticing too, even though they're not legendary power, right? That Goku, I think it is a fine easy A unit, by the way. You know, you don't want to put him in slot 1 most of the time, right? Because you want his dodge and then the defense he gets on super attack and stuff like that. But like that STR Goku and Gohan, it's basically just like the Broly fight in Red Zone, where they're really, really like sort of like I don't want to say unimpressive. I guess, yeah, the Goku is very unimpressive against Broly. But like outside of that, it's like just using them correctly. I would say though that the Goku and Gohan unit, I definitely would prefer, I think, to run one of them on a team rather than 2. Because like if you just have the one Goku and, you know, you're trying to get you know, to your exchange to get Gohan out, that's fine. But like when you've got 2 on the team, sometimes it can be a real big pain in the ass, right? But there we go. There is the sort of LR Physical Cell Easy A. We sort of take it down with the Entrusted Will category, right? You know, there's a lot of like pretty decent units on Entrusted Will. I mean, you know, you don't have to go like a full LR setup like I did. Even like STR Ultimate Gohan would be like a fantastic unit to run, right? Because remember, STR Ultimate Gohan in here, like his guard would always be up. So then, you know, he has the chance to triple super attack as well. And it's like, you know, even these non-legendary power characters, I mean, they could do damage if they're, you know, triple supering and critting and stuff like that. You know, they could actually contribute a little bit to the team as well. So let me know what you guys think of this LR Physical Cell Easy, if you guys have any trouble. I think running like a Kamehameha build is probably the best bet. If you don't have the Goku/Gohan or AGL Trunks or something like that, to just sort of like run it like that. This STR Goku and Gohan though, they did pretty well. I mean, that's the damage they took from a super attack right there. Like it's nothing, right? Like that's not a big deal at all. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.